go back, I've listened to Brian Kelly's press conferences over and over again, and it sounds like, to me, what I took away, and Matt House, the defensive coordinator, and what I took away, he's talking about Harold Perkins, and Harold Perkins, I like what he said, and Brian Kelly's touched on this a little bit. Harold Perkins came to LSU to learn the linebacker position. He did not come to LSU just to play athlete. Last year they had him play athlete just because, to me, that was good coaching. I mean, you could say it's no-brainer that they had to get Harold Perkins on the field, but to me, it was good coaching. It's kind of like, okay, Harold Perkins, we don't know. Do we play him do we play him off the edge all the time? Do we play him at linebacker? How about we start simple? Let's just put him somewhere. Let's put him most of the time in the middle of the defense and tell him to go get the ball. Now, I think he's going to do a lot of that this year, but I think they are going to try to do some different things, and he's probably going to learn maybe some more coverage. He's probably going to it sounds like he worked a little bit with the edge rushers too. I think maybe they're probably going to teach him some more pass rush moves, get him a little more fundamentally sound as far as that's concerned. But yeah, Harold Perkins, I think this is a guy that you want to teach him things. You want to get him a little more fundamentally sound. You want to get him more comfortable in this defense. But this is a guy you don't want him thinking. You want him making plays. And you saw, I was watching that UAB game and how special Harold Perkins is. I know it's against UAB, but still, when you see a guy close on a player, it's impressive no matter who it's against. UAB runs like a screen pass. You just see Harold Perkins come out of nowhere and make a tackle. I get flashbacks of Devin White watching Harold Perkins, because Devin White, even though kind of the knock on him coming out of LSU and in college was missed some tackles because he was going high, but having a guy like Harold Perkins and Devin White back in the day is so critical, because the ability to run sideline to sideline and close like that and pursue, you save so much yardage having a guy like that on the football field. And over the season, they say it's a game of inches. It's a game of, a few yards. It comes down to a few plays sometimes, especially even in the NFL, it comes down to a field goal. When it's a game where it comes down to a few things making a big difference, Harold Perkins saving all that yardage over a course of a season, that makes a big difference. And you see now, to win at any level of football, and I've preached this ad nauseum, you need difference makers. Harold Perkins, without a doubt, is a true difference maker, and I'm excited to see him. And as an LSU fan, just being an LSU fan, it's going to be fun to see how many times you say "wow" when Harold Perkins is on the field, and it'll be fun to see. It sounds like they're probably try to play him at Mike linebacker, but yeah, I mean him. I watch Omar Speights. Omar Speights is a better athlete. I say they kind of complement each other. I don't want to say that in a way that takes away from Omar Speights' skill set. Because Speights, has a really good skill set. And he has some more high-end athletic traits than I thought. Like, this is a guy who he can work through traffic very well. It's a guy he moves side to side very well. Obviously acceleration bursts are there. Obviously doesn't do these things as well as Perkins, but they are very evident on tape. So yeah, I'm a fan of Omar Speights. Him and Harold Perkins is going to be very stout in the middle of that defense. With that, thanks for tuning in to Bayou Bengals football. Make sure to stay tuned for more episodes and clips from the show.